What is your teammates here? Now, it's no surprise that one of the most popular action franchise out there is, of course, the John Wick film. Now, crazy to believe by next year, the first John Wick will literally be 10 years old, which is crazy to believe. I remember watching the first John Wick, because of course Keanu Reeves had some not so great stuff beforehand. I thought the first John Wick was going to be absolutely terrible. Literally thought the trailers didn't look all that great. I was ready to maybe be excited for another Keanu Reeves movie. This movie didn't do so well, and it was much surprise. I thought the action was great. Keanu was terrific. I had a fun time with it. Then of course they did part 2, 3, and 4, and they were even as good. And the Continental was pretty decent as well. Well, looks like they're still planning to do a chapter 5, which if you bit of a spoiler for chapter 4. If you saw chapter 4, John Wick ends up getting killed, which we don't see a body or anything, so I could totally see him maybe faking his death. But anyway. Screen Rant has reported that Lionsgate Motion Picture Group Chair Joe Drake has stated on a recent earnings call, courtesy of comicbook.com, that the studio is now including a Chapter 5 in development of future franchise content. Drake has as well as some spin-offs as well. Here's what he ends up saying. On the Wick side, we got multiple spin-offs and a John Wick 5. We started work on it right when the riot strike started, and we've gone back to work as soon as it ended. The series director Chad Zaleski has spoken about his wish list of actors to work with if he had chosen to revisit Wick's world with Keanu. Zaleski told Inverse, saying, "We have ideas for days. We just don't have a story lock. Keanu would do one again in a second if we had a good story." Now, Chapter 4 expanded its scope to include characters that could possibly get their own spin-offs. Donnie Yen was featured as a new addition, and who was also an old friend of John's named Kane. There is a post-credits scene that teases a conflict that he hadn't resolved with pop star Reina Sawamata's, I could never pronounce her last name well, character, who is the daughter of the slain Japanese continental manager, played by Haruko Sanada. Now, additionally, there is still a spin-off to be released starring Ana de Armas, titled Ballerina, which I'm really excited for. I mean, I've even heard some reports that some of the test screens that was revealed was pretty popular. So who knows if that's the case or not? Because sometimes test screens, just because someone says test screen, you can't always believe it because they sound like a DNA or NDA or something like that. So we'll see. But it has Ana de Armas, so I'll watch it in a heartbeat. That aside, I don't know where you go for John Wick 5. I really felt like John Wick Chapter 4 could have actually been John Wick's No Time to Die. Where of course No Time to Die was Daniel Craig's swan song as Bond. I think this could have been his No Time to Die, but hey, the John Wick movies has made money. Like John Wick Chapter 5, how much did it make? John Wick Chapter 4, box office. It made about, of course, John Wick Chapter 4 made about $440.1 million. Has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's no surprise we will see another John Wick film. I mean, they've even been talking about possibly making up to 10 John Wick movies, which, boy, that's gonna be crazy to see. So yeah, of course, obviously we'll most likely get Keanu Reeves back. I mean, I won't be surprised if he's already signed on since the actor strike ended. If they do another, when they of course officially do this, I won't be surprised if we get John Wick Chapter 5 in 2025. That's my assumption, but we'll see. Now, as for the spin-offs, I mean, I'm pretty sure they could totally do one about Donnie Yen. Maybe a spin-off of Lance Reddick's character that, we've of course seen a younger version of him in the Continental. Maybe we could explore more of his work, like his character. There's even talks that Continental Season 2 is even being discussed, so we'll see if that actually happens. So we're gonna be getting more John Wick in the future. So pretty cool. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Lionsgate on John Wick Chapter 5 already being read? Are you even a fan of the John Wick franchise? Are you even interested in checking out fifth one? Are you interested in seeing some more spin-offs of it? And what are some characters you'll love to see get spin-offs from the John Wick universe? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim signing off.